guys, it's me Ann, and welcome back to Dreams Horrorville. If you're new here, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and if you've been here before, thanks for coming back. So welcome to October 2020. I am so excited that it's the fall and that Halloween is coming up. That means my birthday is coming up, and that means Christmas is coming up. So that means we are going to finish 2020 off strong on positive vibes. So let's jump right into the first review for October 2020, okay? So, I decided to do an anthology series, which we're including my top 5 fave series. So, I know that it's a lot more out there, but these are the ones that I can relate to the most, or not necessarily relate to. A few episodes I could, but these are the series that I always watch. So, I'm not doing any particular order right now. I'm just naming them so you guys know what I'm talking about. So, the first one, Twilight Zone, okay? Outer Limits, Tales from the Dark Side, Tales from the Crypt, and Black Mirror. So, an anthology is a show that has different stories and different sets of characters each episode. And then most of them talk about racism, government, society, talk about things that we are going through today. So one thing that I want to mention about, let's start off first with the Twilight Zone. The Twilight Zone has been around forever, it seems, for the most part. I love the black and white Twilight Zones because I feel that, they talk about the future, and the way they speak about the future is just so cool because they talk about computers and whatnot. And I'm literally recording this on my phone. So that goes to show you how far we've come. It started in 1959 to 64. Then they chilled out for a little while, came back in 85 to 89, chilled again, came back 02, 03, chilled again, came back in 2019 to the present. So it grew with the times, which I felt was super dope. And Jordan Peele is now the host of the new Twilight Zone. And confession, I've only seen one episode, but the one episode I did see was phenomenal. It was about this guy. He was talking to this girl that was like in a totally different place. They were reading each other's minds, and she just basically set him up to ruin his life, but it helped hers. That was crazy, but that was something that the Twilight Zone would have. Then we have the Outer Limits. So to be honest, I don't really remember any episodes from the Outer Limits. You guys let me know in the comments if you remember any episodes from like the Outer Limits or whatnot. I'm sorry, y'all. I just have to make sure I have no lipstick on my teeth because I'm trying this new lip gloss, and yeah, I just have to make sure. Okay, so the Outer Limits, I can't say that I am too familiar with any of their episodes, but they did start in September 1963. And it ended in January 1965, and they revived it in 1995 to the 2000s. And then the Sci-Fi Channel picked them up again for 2001 to 2002. I'm not sure if they have anything else going on right now. I couldn't even tell you. Then we have Tales from the Dark Side. Came out in 1983. I love Tales from the Dark Side. I am a fan of Tales from the Dark Side. I remember so many episodes from Tales from the Dark Side, so I highly suggest Tales from the Dark Side. That is like one of my favorite anthology shows. Then we have the classic, put some respect on the Crypt Keeper name, okay? Tales from the Crypt. This was the best anthology series ever, okay? First of all, you know how many actors and actresses got their start on Tales from the Crypt? So many. I couldn't even name them all. I should have named a few, but I'm not because I don't want to be wrong. But anywho, Tales from the Crypt, you just could not go wrong. And I just remember watching it Saturday nights after the show Mad TV, X-Files, and then Tales from the Crypt will come on HBO. So that was really dope. And then the last one is Black Mirror, which is now, wait, let me go back to Tales from the Crypt, because I was saying put some respect on Tales from the Crypt name. But let me give you some more info. So that started in 1989, June 10th, 1989, and it lasted all the way to July 19th, 96. It had 7 seasons. And then we jump into Black Mirror. I really enjoy Black Mirror now because Black Mirror is happening. Black Mirror is doing what the Twilight Zone did years ago. It's showing us the future, like what to expect in the future. If you haven't watched Black Mirror, please take the time out to watch it. I'm not going to front. Some of the stories are a little hard. It's a lot. It's a lot, but I highly suggest watching this show because I just feel like this show just has so much. Black Mirror is a show where it basically, you know, it's telling you what's going to happen in the future. I know a lot of people really didn't care for it too much, especially the last season, but we're going to get off into that later on in the video. So I just wanted you guys to be aware of the films that, well, not films, but the series that I absolutely adore. So we're going to take it back to the Twilight Zone. One thing I want to mention about all these shows that this is what made me really like the shows, the music. Music makes me feel away. I get chills when I listen to music sometimes. Music really does make you feel away, so I can see why they do certain things through music. The best intro between the Twilight Zone, the Outer Limits, Tales from the Dark Side, Tales from the Crypt, and Black Mirror. What y'all think? Tales from the Crypt. What? Okay, first of all, that intro coming into the house and you see the outside and you're going down the steps and they just show how the house looked. Like, it was so cool. It was so bomb. I used to love it. He just used to pop out and laugh all crazy. Most kids were afraid. I would be cracking up when he popped up like that. Okay, I'd be like, look at his hair. His hair's so thin. Crazy. One of those crazy kids. Another thing that I like about these anthologies, they all came out with movies to back them up, which was bomb too, and I love all of the movies. I think the only one that didn't come with a movie was The Outer Limits. Like I said, The Outer Limits was there, but it was just kind of like, you just still got to show it respect. I mean, you just cannot, you know what I'm saying? So the Twilight Zone had their movie come out in 1983. Tales from the Dark Side had their movie come out in 1990. Tales from the Crypt had their movies come out in the 90s as well, and Black Mirror film came out, which was Bandersnatch, it came out in 2018. So between all of those shows, who had the best movie from the anthology? Ding ding ding, Tales from the Crypt once again. Demon Knight, Jada Pinkett, she survived the night. Like one of the first black women to survive a horror film. I know she's not the absolute first, but I already knew when I first watched the movie. I was like, oh, they gonna kill my girl, okay? And then I just loved her hairstyle. She was very witty and very slick. I'm like, yes, come through, sis, come through, Jada. And then she won. She beat him. The ending for Demon Knight was the absolute best when she got on that bus ride to leave that place and she put that blood on there and the guy basically met her at the door, and he just decided to, take the next bus. I get excited, and when I get excited, I can't really, So when he couldn't get on that bus, because he knew that she put that blood down. So he just decided to walk. And when the bus drove off, he looks at her, she's looking out the window, and he starts whistling. Do, 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 do. I was like, look at that, it's crazy. I loved it. Oh my God, that shit, that stuff. It's a classic. Okay, I'm trying to work on my profanity. I'm really, really trying. I'm trying. But that pretty much wraps up my anthologies for Halloween. I had so many plans, and I'm just going with the flow, because when I plan stuff out, things just don't really go as planned for me. So I'm more of a go with the flow, just let it flow, girl. So that's exactly what I did with this review. I just let this flow because I really like these anthologies. Check them out, you know what I'm saying? Because I know Tales from the Crypt is on YouTube, so make sure you check that out. I'm gonna try to put in some links below so you guys can watch some of my favorite episodes on there. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I missed you guys so much, and I am so happy to be back for Halloween month. It is 2020 October. It's lit. I appreciate you guys so much. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Check out my social medias. I have them below because I'm going to be doing stuff on all of my platforms. So what one page may get, the other one may not, or it may get it later. Whatever. I appreciate you guys so much. Until next time, bye.